all-new Land Rover LR2.
Hello and welcome back to Tech 101. I'm Eric Hesseldell, Senior Technology Writer here at BusinessWeek.com. This is our weekly technology podcast where we answer your questions about technology. So keep the questions coming. We love them and we need them. The address is tech101 at businessweek.com. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Our question this week comes from John in Austin, Texas. He wants me to demystify defragmentation. Now that's kind of an obnoxious word, defragmentation. It sounds very techy, very mysterious. I'm going to try and take some of the mystery out of it for you here. I've heard about defragmenting your computer to help boost speed. What exactly is it, and how exactly do I defragment my computer? So John, to understand what defragmenting is, I guess it helps to understand fragments, because fragments are kind of the cause of defragmentation. And to understand what a fragment is, you have to understand a little bit about how a hard drive works. And I'm going to show you in a very low-tech way. This is an analogy that an IT guy once gave me, and it kind of works. So I'm going to use a deck of cards over here to kind of illustrate the point. Every file that you create on your computer, whether it's your great American novel or say an MP3 file or your digital pictures, they all kind of get broken up into little pieces. Those little pieces are called fragments. And those fragments go onto little subsections of your hard drive surface called sectors. So it's kind of hard to visualize. So I'm going to show, let's just imagine that these cards here, these red heart-suited cards are basically, say, pictures of your family. And these black spade cards over here are, say, your MP3 files. Now, with a new computer, it's kind of like moving into a new house. Everything is nice and neat, and ideally everything's in order and everything's in the right place. All the sectors for the pictures and the MP3 files are all together. And so when the hard drive goes looking for them, it knows exactly where to find them. And the ace sector is followed by the to sector and so forth. Everything's in nice, neat order. Now over time, it's not going to stay like this. The same thing probably happens at home. Things get messed up, moved around, and you put things where you find space. So, and this happens on your hard drive as well. Things get moved around and put wherever there's space. And before you know it, you got all kinds of things going on your hard drive, and it looks a mess. I mean, that's a mess now. So, you know, it makes your hard drive work a little harder. So all these fragments get spread out among different sectors, and they're not necessarily in any semblance of order. At its worst, it can begin to slow down your system, mainly because the head of your hard drive needs to look. When it finds this ace sector, it says, oh, I need to go find the to sector. Well, here it is there, but where's number 3? Well, let's look around. It's over here. Now where's number 4? It's over here. Same thing happens on your hard drive. It has to look harder for every sector and for every fragment of every file that it needs to load every time you want it to load something. I hope this makes a little bit of sense. So when your hard drive is fragmented, the hard drive has to work harder to find what it is you want to load. That's basically the nature of the problem. This can slow things down. So, just as you do spring cleaning at home to kind of put things back where they're supposed to be, make it all nice and neat, make everything easy to find, your hard drive occasionally needs a little bit of spring cleaning too. That's called defragmentation, and it puts everything back in order. Of course, that's not order, but that's better. So anyway, I'm going to show you a little bit about defragmenting now on Windows, and I'll talk a little bit also about the Mac. So let's take a look at my hard drive here and see how badly fragmented it is, and I'll show you a little bit how you can do this on your own. I'm in my Windows Explorer window here, and I've got my C drive, the local disk over here. I'm going to right-click, go to Properties, and I'm in Windows XP, by the way. I don't know, I couldn't tell you how to do this in Vista.